Hello there! Today's video is going to be a shoe review. I wouldn't so much call it an unboxing because, well, I probably will title this just shoe unboxing because that's what I call all my shoe reviews, even though I have worn them. But these ones, I can't really call them an unboxing because I've had these ones for quite some time now. But the reason why I am reviewing them is because they're super highly requested. Every time I wear these, you guys, a lot of you keep asking me for reviews. And I think that's because these are one of Demonia's more recent releases that have become incredibly popular. So ignoring the fact that you've probably already read the title, this is going to be a review for the Demonia Emily 375 shoes, which look like this. And they are over-the-knee boots. So the basic features of these shoes is, one, they are mostly made of vegan leather, and I know some people have issues with me calling it vegan leather, but I more so call it that because yes, it is polyurethane, but it is applied to make it mimic traditional animal leathers. Polyurethane has many different uses and comes in many different types. It's just in this case, it's been molded and crafted to mimic animal leathers, as I said before. These shoes also have a 2-inch platform base made of hardened foam with a rubber sole for grip, and these are quite grippy. They don't, as you can see, I've worn them quite a bit and worn away a lot of the grip, but they don't have the traditional Demonia base, which contains a lot of different flame designs and stuff like that. I actually find that this particular patterning, like the rough, almost tarmac looking stuff, it actually works better than the traditional Demonia bases that I've had experience with. As I mentioned before, these are an over-the-knee boot and they've got a full lacing from bottom to top, but they also contain a side zipper, which is in actually quite an interesting position that I don't think I've ever had boots have a zipper in this particular position. As you can see, it's just off to the side of the laces, and this can actually cause a little bit of catastrophe with the laces as you're trying to pull them up. But as I've gotten used to them, it feels more natural to have a zipper positioning right there as opposed to on the inside of the calf or on the outside in some rare cases. And another great thing about these is that they are fully adjustable from bottom to top, and they have a lot of room when you adjust them, and they come with ample laces so you can adjust them to larger calves. But I do have questions about whether this lace is going to be long enough if you have particularly muscular calves or have a more curvy body. I'm not quite sure if the laces will be that accommodating, but in my experience, they have a lot of lace room, but keep in mind you may need more. But it's a simple case of just pulling out this lace and putting in a slightly longer one. It's easy enough, and as I said, they are fully adjustable, so once you get the laces down pat, you don't have to worry about calf size and all of that, but do keep in mind that you may need to purchase a slightly longer lace. Also, I apologize if my voice is a little bit off because it just seems like my tonsils have been hating me this year, and they are swollen beyond belief, so it's hurting a bit to talk. Anyway, let's move on to comfortability. The first time I wore these shoes, they were great until a couple hours later, the back of my heel around the upper Achilles area started to hurt. And I think that has something to do with the fact there is a piece of hardened plastic in here. Obviously, this piece of plastic is to retain the shape of the boot. However, it is dreadfully uncomfortable until you break them in. So I highly request, if you do get these, wear thick socks with them for the first few wears just to break it in, because I did notice that this particular part was quite squished when I received it in the box. I did have to, wear them a considerable amount of times with thick socks to eventually push that piece of plastic out so it was a bit nicer to my foot. Since the first time I wore them, and I wore them with basic you know, ankle cut-off socks that I wear to the gym. I have not, ever since that first time, because, well, I wear calf height socks now with these because they are just, I just don't like the feel of the fact the inside likes to stick to my legs. They are very warm, so you have a tendency to kind of sweat in these, and because my dumb ass doesn't really care about dressing appropriately for weather, I wore these on multiple occasions where the temperatures were above 45 degrees Celsius, that is. So I think that's like 112 Fahrenheit. I'm not 100% on that, but it gets very hot here. And I wore massive boots because I liked the look instead of dressing for practicality. But that's just me. I'm not sure if you're like that or not, but I don't know. I have an issue. So as I said, now that I am wearing appropriate socks and foot protection with these shoes, I have no issues with them. They're incredibly comfortable. I love them. They do get very sweaty, but that is why I wear calf height socks, to just kind of mitigate the possible stench that could come from sweatiness inside of boots. Also, after a whole day of wearing them, I do air them out and put some newspaper or tissue paper inside them, just in case, because one of my pet peeves is smelly shoes. And I went probably too far into that, but it's one of those things that really bothers me, especially because I do store my shoes inside the house. Well, my whole family does store our shoes inside the house, so we take measures to make sure our shoes don't stink, so the house doesn't smell like a giant foot. With sizing, these were actually probably some of the easiest Demonias in all aspects, in the way that it fits true to size. I got my usual Euro 38, I say that every video, but they fit true to size as a Euro 38 should fit. Average width, so I do have narrow feet, but they feel like a normal shoe. And the fact that it is fully adjustable with the lacing, and you kind of only have to lace it once and then you're good to go, especially with this side zipper. I love the placing of this side zipper. It is genius. I haven't really come across shoes that have this placing before, and I quite adore it. I didn't think I would like it at first. It can get a bit awkward, especially if the laces are undone or not quite tight enough, because the zip kind of gets caught a little bit. But other than that, it is really good placing. You don't feel it. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes my foot rubs against the inside of zippers and it just gets really annoying. So I actually really appreciate the placement of this zipper. And as I said before, this would fit most calf sizes. You may need to purchase some longer laces, but hey, that's quite cheap, especially if you go to eBay or something like that. But if you're going to do that, take the laces out, measure them, and then buy a lace that's longer, obviously, because I would say the laces within this are probably around the 3 to 4 meter mark. They are quite, you know, because it's quite a long area to lace in the first place, and then all the crisscrossing. Yeah, I'd say about the 4 meter mark, so you'd want to aim above that. Once you get the laces all organized, all of that stuff, I think you'll find that these are quite accommodating. Another thing I forgot to mention is that when you first get them, they're not this malleable. This takes quite a few wears, but it will get there, and I wear these all the bloody time. These are so incredibly versatile. I love these boots so much. Like the last shoe unboxing I did on this channel, I wasn't 100% sure about these, but I took the plunge. Because usually when I buy over the knee boots rather, I tend to opt for things that are either completely flat on the bottom, with no platform, or have a heel. So a platform was kind of new territory for me in the way of tall boots. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I really like these. As I said, I cannot sing higher praises about these shoes. Yes, it is dreadfully uncomfortable after a few hours if you're wearing the wrong kind of socks the first couple of times you wear them, until you wear them in. But I mean, some of the most gorgeous pieces of clothing or accessories are dreadfully uncomfortable, but I don't know, when you put them on and when you see yourself in them, it kind of makes up for it. But these you don't really have to worry about if you're wearing the appropriate socks inside them and they're worn in. Moving on, like in every shoe unboxing video, I put a clip of me wearing them so you can get an idea of what they look like on human legs, and I will cut to that right now. So would I recommend these? Yes and no. The only reason I say no is because I know a lot of people out there who are not prepared to wear thicker or higher socks with their shoes. They're just after something quick to just chuck on and go. If you are prepared to wear thicker socks, even in the depths of summer with these particular shoes, if you plan on wearing them in summer, then I would say go for it. Yes, do it. But otherwise, I would say probably look towards another brand entirely. Boots within Demonia tend to need longer socks from what I've experienced. And if you're not prepared to do that, then I would highly suggest looking at another brand. So for the overall rating of these boots, I'd probably give them about a 9.5 out of 10. The only place it does lack is the fact that, one, they require quite a bit of breaking in with the fact that, you know, this plastic heel part came quite pinched and it hurt the heel of my foot. It seems like a lot of Demonias arrive like that these days. I'm not sure if they get crushed or that's just how they're stored or whatever. I mean, do keep in mind that I live in Australia, Demonia's in America. They have to ship over boats and air cargo and all kinds of crap just to get to this country. And then it doesn't help that, you know, Australia Post are butchers with their packages, throwing them all over the place and crushing them, sitting on them, all kinds of crap. So who knows? So I hope you enjoyed this video and this shoe unboxing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'd love to be here for every single video. Like this video if you like these shoe unboxings and want me to continue. Comment down below if there's something you'd like to see on this channel, and also comment down below if you were one of the people who kept asking for this shoe unboxing review thing, because I swear these shoes to review are cursed. I've filmed this quite a few times, so just like my all about my hair video, filmed multiple times, keeps failing. And I hope you all have an absolutely fantabulous day. Love you guys.